Welcome back. Today is the day that has been long awaited. I'm going to finally say what my coming out story is. I guess I'll just dive right into it because that'll be the simplest thing to do. I originally came out in what year was that? Um, that was about like 2005, 2006. I was in 6th grade. I came out at first to a friend, and the friend took it very badly. So, like, with them, I originally withdrew being gay just because I didn't want the friendship to end. And then after that, like, I hinted around with family that I was gay, and like, I pretty much did come out. It was really not well liked amongst family. I was basically shut out. Like, not like shut out like you're thrown out on the streets, but like shut out like emotionally when it came to that, because not like nobody wanted to deal with that. So, after seeing my family's reaction and my friend's reaction with that, I decided the best thing to do was to go back in the closet and pretend that I had a crush on a girl in my class. So I just pretended like I had a super crush and like that she was like the magical cure. And then I just like pretended. I never tried to date her or anything like that because I didn't want to get involved with anything. I just pretended to be straight, even though I don't think it was like too convincing. And then in, what was that, 2011, when I was 17, I was living in a motel with my mom and my brothers and my aunt, and me and my mom got into an argument over something. At that point, I was kind of just fed up and wanted to go live somewhere other than a motel. So I like kind of blew the argument up into something bigger just because I knew that was going to be my way out. So I ended up talking to a friend, even though they weren't like a friend at the time. Like the best option who had a room I knew. And it's not like a friend. It's a like just like a not wouldn't classify as friend, more of acquaintance, just knew from the past. And so I went and had and moved in with this friend, and then the day that I moved in with the friend, I came out as gay. And I also blocked family because the argument blew up really big. So like, it's a little bit difficult because like we're all good now and everything's accepting, but then a lot of hurtful things was said between both parties, and it was like just kind of like a full-on war of words. Then when I came out as gay, because like, granted, let me backtrack a little bit. Right before I left, I was talking to a bunch of guys on my yearbook, which it segues into my losing my virginity to a porn star video, because that was one of the guys that I met on my yearbook, and then we had our thing, and it seemed like it was going to lead into something else, but it didn't. And then, but I had a backup because I don't know, I always think about that. So I had a backup, and then when he decided not to work out, I started dating my backup. With the backup, I dated for, it was only like a month, but I started dating him the second that I moved and then came out as gay. But I dated him for about a month. I realized he lied to me about his age, and the reason we broke up is because I said I wasn't a big fan of Nicki Minaj, which that's a whole nother story. Like, if you guys want to hear more about my relationships, just let me know on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and I'll be more than happy to do story time with my relationships, because I've had quite a bit. Not to call me a hoe or anything. And then when I came out as gay, like I said, it wasn't received well. Like, I had only a couple people on my side who thought that it was okay that I was gay. I mean, later, like I said, they changed their views. Like, even if I don't believe that they are changing their heart of hearts, they're at least making an attempt, and that's all I really wanted. We're all good now. Like, they were at my wedding, and like my family that I do talk to was at my wedding, and we were good. And out of the things that I've done in my life, I would say coming out was not the hardest, but one of the hardest. Like, because like I said, I came out twice. The first time, it was poorly received. Like, a couple of my friends didn't like that, like, weren't on board with that, and then my family wasn't on board with it, and it was just too many negatives, and I was too young to be like, well, fuck you guys, deuces. With the second time, I used the fight as a platform in order to come out, because I knew, I was like, well, I can just get away, I can come out, I can just be like, well, choose something to fight about it, and then be like, throw in a punch of, well, I'm gay too, so what you gonna do about it? So yeah, that is my coming out story, and if you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and then also leave me in the comment section down below, and on Facebook and on Twitter, because I'm active on them. I even started Snapchat because I know people do that nowadays. I have an Instagram. I have all these platforms and not that many followers, so I'm hoping I can start accumulating some followers. But just let me know what you would like to see me do next. I'm going to keep trying to brainstorm an idea for next week, but every time that you guys give me an idea, I'll turn it into a video, like, as long as it's like a reasonable idea, because I'm not into the whole challenges. I mean, I may eventually do like a challenge, or like how all the big YouTubers are like just buying a bunch of stuff and like, let me try this and this and this. I might do that eventually down the road. This was a fan submitted video idea, and I thought it was an awesome idea, and shout out to Gina for giving it to me. Just keep on giving me some more suggestions and feedback. Like, I've listened to your feedback. I try and make sure that audio and video is up to par. Keep you guys interactive with the way I'm doing things. And next week, I'm not sure when I'm going to have a video. It's mostly going to rely on you guys to see if I can bounce some ideas off of you. And then we're going to go from there. Like, I would hope I would have it done like mid to end of the week next week, because I like doing it closer to the end of the week. But you never know. I might get an idea that I'm like, this is really good to do in the beginning of the week. And in this video, if at the beginning you hear any jingles, I'm sorry. The cats, I've already yelled at them, but they keep jingling the collars, specifically my cat Sylvanas. I told her to just be quiet, just give me like 20 minutes and be quiet. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already, and make sure to give me a thumbs up and leave me comments. And go check out my other pages, because I'm frequently active. I have no life, that's all I do. And until next time.